bringing the people behind our food to life.
I was raised 3 miles south of here. We lived in Gettysburg until I was 5 years old, and then the folks, we moved to the little town of Gorman. Dad ran the grain elevator for Peavey. Good morning, girls. Good morning. Sheila, and I have to come and talk to you one day too about getting the other farms going too. Yeah, yeah. I want you, but Karen, yeah. Karen, I went ahead and I did the teff grass right, so I don't know a few acres. And so I grew up around the country and knew all the farmers that come in, and harvest was a big exciting thing with the guys pulling in. Now they have trucks that haul 1,200 bushel, and back then people would pull them with trucks that were holding 100, 150 bushel, and grew up in that environment. I always wanted to be a farmer. That was my goal. I wanted to be a farmer. You know, a lot of times people set goals to like how much money they can make in their life, and I think there's a lot more to this world than money. And I just, the happiness, the presence of the Lord, I just think there's a lot more things important in this world than money. Right out of high school, and Cindy and I married young, and I was looking for a job, and Dan offered me a job, and so I came to work here in 1969. At that time, we were a really diversified farm. We raised pigs, cattle, and then we farmed. And we weren't very good farmers. We thought we were, but nobody around here is a very good farmer because no-till hadn't come along yet. I've been farming for 40 years. The land, but all this land, I'm just a steward of the land, because I think if you take care of the land, it'll take care of you. That's a saying I've had forever. And I just really think that the better you take care of the land, it's going to pay you back. It likes it. That's along with the no-till, the cover crop, the building of the organic matter. You take care of the land, it'll take care of you. There's nothing that I like better than to be out in the field and be digging and having that in my hands, and the dirt and the smell, and I'm just passionate for the soils. I mean, it's just the more I can learn about them, the better I like it. Look at that aggregation. Another thing you find, you guys, if you smell this, it smells like it'll smell like potatoes. We never paid enough attention to what was going on below the ground. We were always looking at on top of the ground. Everybody said, boy, that corn looks good, boy, that oats looks good, and there's just as much root mass underneath the ground as what there's stuff on top of the ground. And I just totally think that the more we can learn about what's underneath the soil surface and how to take care of it, the better producers will be. We were ready to start farming. We were dry, and we needed the rain, and our beans weren't really close. And so basically a week ago, we were just ready, and all we needed was a few more days. Then all of a sudden we went from being too dry to, I'm not going to say we're too wet, but because we're never too wet here, but we've had 2.5 inches of moisture, just like we had another 30 hundredths again today. And so that kind of changes your plans.
Morning, Dan.
Are you ready for this?
You betcha.
Dan, what they did was they asked me, they said, well, what do you do on rainy days? And I said, well, you know, I do a lot of things, but what I really need to do is I need a haircut. I just hope this isn't your first one today, is it?
Well, it is, actually.
On camera, the first ones.
I've never had a haircut on camera before.
So. You plan your time as well as you can, and then you just go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. There's never a day I wake up and say, I wished I didn't have to go to work this morning. That's never happened. That's one big reward about farming, and this is a good life. This is a good life out here, you guys. I mean, thank you, Dan.
Well, thank you.
You have a good one. Everybody knows each other, and it's just a small town environment, and the air is fresh, the air is clean, and it's just a good life.